we've made it some 9 hours from San Diego, but we just got into the national park. Not a speck of snow the entire time. Drive's been perfect. We've had the windows down, actually. It's been amazing. So just arrived at Yosemite. Got ourselves 3 nights at the Upper Pines Campground. And much to our surprise, it is quite empty. In fact, about 3/5 of it is completely closed off. All this area behind me is completely empty. This is all closed for the season, so there are way less people here than usual. Give you kind of a general idea where we're at, sort of on the eastern side of the Yosemite Valley. Right in the valley, we do have ourselves some bear boxes here, keep our food safe, but what you're really paying for here is to be right at the foot of Glacier Point. And that is what you see right up there, and it is quite majestic, and what really separates it from your typical campsite. Anyway, we've got some shit set up, including this easy up canopy style thing. We're expecting some weather, so definitely want to have some cover for the rain, the snow, or whatever is coming. Whew. Yeah, that is still awe-inspiring. As you can see, there are a lot of campsites here. Go back there, might be able to see some tents and things. So there are people there. That's where we're camped, but much of it is closed. Yeah, that thing is massive. Yeah, there are quite a few fallen trees down here, some pretty big ones. Down here in the Happy Isles district, kind of the southeast corner of Yosemite Valley, where the river sort of forks around these little spits of land, forming basically what are islands, essentially, surrounded by water. Pretty interesting. There's bridges that lead out to these, what are essentially islands, in the middle of the Merced River. It's pretty cool. You can walk out on here. We are surrounded on all sides by rushing water. Yeah, it's just a touch intimidating at first, but to be honest, all the paths and bridges here are all quite well kept, and like your grandma could probably walk through this just fine. And if you're staying at the Upper Pines Campground, which, let's be honest, there's a good chance you are, because it is by far the biggest campground in the valley, well, you will be rewarded with having all of this just steps from where you lay your head at night. Like, this is just right next to the campground, essentially. There's even a bus stop that'll take you here. Pretty cool. And the perks of just camping right here in Yosemite Valley. Anyway, we're going to start working our way back to the campground before it gets too dark. Ended up a little bit off the trail, but our campground is this way. Okay, I think we found it. I see a bathroom off yonder. Good thing, too, as you can tell, it is getting dark, and it gets dark quick here. Hup. Made it back. And every campsite here comes with a fire pit, and you certainly can have campfires here, which is nice. It'll warm up a little bit, make ourselves some sandwiches, and get ready for day 2. A lot of puddles. Raining good today, but just passed a nice night here at spot number 69 here at Upper Pines Campground. A lot of open space behind it, which is pretty cool. We did actually end up booking 1 night here at 69 and the other 2 right here at 67. And they would not let us change. We asked if we could just do all 3 nights at one site, and they said you would have had to go online, cancel the reservation, and rebook another one. So that didn't happen. So we just moved all of our stuff from right there to right here. And now we get to stay 3 nights in Yosemite. Sir, I have to cook up some food, do it up. Another perk of staying here in the valley is you'll have access to the bus system that runs all throughout it. It is free and even still runs on a crazy rainy day like today. So we are going to step out of it for just a bit, check out their museum here. Ah, see all the different kinds of rock? Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool. That's sick. The glacier carving out the valley. Oh, dude, yeah, right? There's Half Dome.
Yeah.
That's crazy, yep. That's how it must have looked. Biggest one in North America. That's crazy. Yeah, dude, that is exactly what they did. We literally saw that earlier today. It was adorable. Oh, the eagle? Oh, I bet you that's what we saw yesterday.
Yeah.
We were trying to decide if it was.
Oh, no. It was a big black one.
It was definitely bigger than a red hawk.
Oh,
though. It was probably the golden eagle. Nice little shelter. That's how they do it on the rocks, Livia. That's how you climb El Cap. It takes days. 4 days.
Wow.
Dude, they literally just set this up, camp for the night.
And then carry with them up.
Imagine doing that with 3,000 feet of vertical rock face beneath you. I'm gonna take a pass on that.
See so.
Nice. Yep, that will hold you. Gonna step back out into the rain here. Check out this little Awani village they've got set up. It's actually pretty cool. Gives you a glimpse at how some of the natives would have lived here back before European settlement. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, but years
I'll tell you what, it was dry in there.
Yes, it was. Yeah, it's pretty dry. There's definitely a puddle, but shoot, that is all dry land right there. Ain't nothing dry outside. Found our way over to the market, which is surprisingly big. It's like a supermarket. They kind of have everything here, including cans of Gatorade. Never seen that before. Weird. Yeah, God, this is a surprisingly large market. There's a wall of coffee mugs with names. Here we go. T, Timmy, Tina, Todd. Oh my God, look at that. And they're out of Tony's. They're out of Bort license plates. Okay, we're back outside in something called Cook's Meadow right here in the valley. So we actually got off the bus there in the Yosemite Village area by the Welcome Center, checked out some of that. Now we're working our way over here toward Yosemite Falls. I have to check that out. I don't know if you guys can hear that. There's definitely the sound of a very large waterfall somewhere looming in the distance. Oh, yeah. Holy shit. Man, it is loud. Just rushing right now.
Fabulous. Where does this water go to?
I guess just the Merced River and then down to Sacramento. Right? I think so, yeah. That's the only outflow I'm aware of. Man, look at that though. A lot of it just freezes on the way down. That's where all the snow's coming from.
Yeah.
So cool.
Oh, I know, just gorgeous. What a place. That's crazy. This fallen tree kind of wedged between a few trees. What's crazy is that it's just floating. Like, there's nothing underneath it. You can just... Yeah, just the weird position of it. Floating between the trees. Kind of curves. From the sound of it, feels like we're getting closer. There should still be some even better viewpoints up ahead. Oh, I see people taking selfies. That's a good sign.
Yeah, nice.
Look at that.
Almost there, man.
We almost got it.
Yeah, it's
Keep
right
going.
there.
It's worth it. Yeah, crazy. We're looking it up online. About 2,500 feet is that waterfall. It is the biggest one in North America. Couldn't see the whole thing today, what with the clouds and all. Kind of just see the last little bit of it, last few hundred feet. But man, it is impressive. It is quite deafening. And the whole trail up is just covered in mist and rain and water and debris. Cool places to explore here, especially in spring when it's still pretty empty. I mean, you walk this path in summer, there's going to be a lot of people walking past you. Yeah, still just continuing to work our way through the valley here, enjoying some of these views despite the clouds. It's definitely getting pretty cold. And we are just getting our first bits of snow. What's funny is much of the tourist season, this is actually their most popular like swimming spot right here. This is the swinging bridge, popular little beach and swimming hole. No jumping. Hello. Yep.
Yeah, there it is.
Made it to their swinging bridge here in the Yosemite Valley. It is just starting to snow. Not too bad yet. I swear, I don't even have my gloves on. Like, it's really not that bad. But it is promising to get a lot colder tonight. I think we might be in for a good one. But God, is it gorgeous. Look at this place. Oh, man, it's hard to tell how massive that is. Waiting for our bus here again, kind of at the trailhead here for the 4-mile hike. This is one that leads you from the valley floor all the way up to Glacier Point. And it was blazed all the way back in 1872. We've been here a very long time. This is where Teddy Roosevelt hiked and camped when he decided that Yosemite needed to be a national park. And it's a really amazing one we hope to do, but probably not on quite such a cold and rainy day. So we're going to hop back on the bus, head back to camp. A lot of Siennas. Seems to be the van to have. I haven't even seen all that many Sprinter vans, to be honest. Yeah. Actually, now that we're back, there's a good look at each of those vans I mentioned. Sprinter there in the background, but man, sure can't go wrong with the Sienna. 25 miles per gallon getting here. Some of the neighbors have left, except those ones. And it has been raining all morning. Shade structure doing its job there, huh? This dry table. Oh, coffee. We are gonna chill here now, warm up a bit, sip on some of this coffee, but there is more to come here from Yosemite. It's just the first day we've been here. We got 3 wonderful nights booked here. The weather does clear up, I assure you. We're gonna be getting into some general shenanigans, the way we love to do it. Always gonna have a good time here, and always gonna be a little bit more to see. But stay with us. There'll be another episode coming soon from Yosemite here in spring of 2025. Thank you for watching.